Hello, everyone. Good morning. So let's have a quick daily briefing for today. Just a quick recap on yesterday's data. Okay, so first things, the trade balance for Germany for the month of April. So previous data was 14 billion and forecasted at 16.3 billion. And release time yesterday, 2 p.m. And for the month of April, the trade balance for Germany was 15.9 billion. So slightly lower than the forecasted, but overall it beats the previous data for the month of April. So in particular for the euro dollar, there's actually no significant effect, but overall the performance of the euro dollar between the eurozone and the US session, it actually went up and then went down to 1.2160 level. But during the Asian session, the current price of the euro dollar remains at 1.21 level, respectively. And one of the key data last night is the interest rate decision for Canada for the month of June. So previous data and forecasted, same thing at 0.25%. And the release time last night, 10 p.m. For the month of June, the interest rate decision for Canadian dollar or for Canada still unchanged at 0.25%. So for the USD CAD in particular, as you can see, after the release of the interest rate decision, it was actually a good data for the Canada. So the CAD outperformed the dollar last night, so that is why the USD CAD went down for almost 40 pips after the release. So one of the reasons is because they maintain their QE, or they call it quantitative easing, for almost $3 billion per week. But right after the USD CAD went down for almost 40 pips, as you can see, the loonie bounced back on the upside around the 50 pips due to the bad data for oil. So that is why the USD CAD was actually very volatile last night. But during the Asian session, the current price of the USD CAD still around the 1.2110 territory. Followed by the weekly crude oil inventories. So previous data is negative 5.080 million and forecasted at 2.036 M. And for the weekly crude oil inventories, it went down rather to negative 5.241 M for the weekly basis. So in particular, the crude oil, it went down for almost 70 pips last night. So from 70 per barrel after the release of the data, it went down to 69 per barrel. But same thing during the Asian session, the current price of crude oil is still around 69 per barrel. Economic data today. First thing is we have the OPEC monthly report, 7 p.m. And one of the key data today is the interest rate decision for Euro, 7.45. And 8:30 we have inflation rate for the US dollar for the month of May, and also the weekly initial jobless claims. So notable instruments for today, first thing is the euro dollar. Now, since we have a data for the USD and the euro, so both of the data are actually high impact news. So we can expect that the price of the euro dollar in particular might fluctuate. But overall, if it's positive tone for the ECB later, so it may trigger the price of the euro to push higher above the current range, right? So possible support is 1.2162 and 1.2150, and for resistance 1.2196 and 2214. respectively. Next thing is oil. So one of the catalyst or main drivers that will drive the direction of the oil today is the OPEC monthly report. So we have to pay attention to that as well. So currently, the price of oil during the Asian session, as I've said, the current price is around the 69 per barrel, but possible support today is 69.03 and 68.81 per barrel, and for resistance, 69.74 and 69.96 respectively. The last thing is gold. Since we have data for the US dollar, so it may trigger the price of this instrument as well. So possible support is 1882.3 and 1875.8, and resistance 1895.2 and 1901.5 per ounce respectively. So again, majority of all of our data is actually high impact news, so we have to pay attention on this all of this data. So OPEC monthly report later on, and interest rate decision for the eurozone, followed by the inflation rate for the dollar for the month of May, and the weekly initial jobless claims. So overall, if you're going to trade currencies that is paired by the euro and the US dollar, so please put a proper risk management and be cautious as well. All right, so thank you everyone. That is all for our daily briefing today. Stay safe and have a great day.